Hello everyone, Blaster here again, bringing you another video that I'm sure you'll find interesting if you play heroes, because today's topic is going to be the benefits of playing Elemental Hero Blazeman in your hero deck. And I know that as of lately you have seen this card pop up more and more on several deck profiles, and you will be asking like, why are people playing this card? Like, I don't get it. Like, why I don't just play more buy-ins or something like that. The thing is that we are going to experiment some changes. Like the format is going to change for both like the TCG and Master Duel, and that is upon us because on one hand, on Master Duel we will have to face now Tempai Dragon in a best of one format, and if you don't know, like Tempai is a really good shifter deck, and I know whenever you think about shifter decks, you may be thinking about like Flu Under Ease or Kashtira, decks that are more control based, that you perhaps you could afford waiting a turn for you to play, right? You do not die, you do not get OTK'd in one turn. So, but but on the other hand, like you do not have that luxury with Tempai. Like if you do not get to do like something good, like something relevant that can stop the OTK, there's no turn free, you're gonna die. And for the TCG part of the metagame, we're going to get Multcharmy Fuwalos, which is for all intents and purposes for this deck is going to be Maxx. So I know that the Master Duel players already have to deal with Maxx, but now TCG have to like learn how to deal with this card again. And the thing about Elemental Hero Blazeman is that it will allow you to perform, to get you to some meaningful disruption with the least amount of summons, and that is something that we're going to see late on the video. But also I'm going to say this is the last video that I'm going to make about this particular version of the deck, because I have to look forward, I have to start looking ahead for the Evil Hero support. And if you ask me, like, that means that why should I learn this, like it's going to be useless later on, I would say no. I still cannot like confirm or guarantee anything, but I'm still going to give you like a sneak peek about how you can integrate Blazeman in the Evil Hero version of the deck. If it happens to be like, if Shifter is not getting banned, or like the metagame just requires you to play Elemental Hero Blazeman, I'll show you how to integrate into that too. So let's get started, but before that, please guys, remember that if you like the content that you see, please like, share, and subscribe. But if you are not doing any of that, the absolutely, please leave me a comment. I always love reading your feedback. And also, quick promotion: if you want to see Elemental Hero Blazeman in action, I recommend you watching my previous video where I managed to get BLB Maxx in the Duelist Cup of September 2024 in Master Duel, and you know in that format Maxx is legal. You only have 2 Fusion Destinies, and I was playing 60 cards, and believe it or not, the deck was working. Just a heads up, maybe you want to watch it so you can know how some of the knowledge that I'm showing you here is applied on a real duel, okay? And also, quick promotion, I uploaded a sneak peek for the upcoming combo tutorial, which is going to be the updated Evil Hero Combo Lines, and I know you're gonna like that because just go watch the sneak peek. And if you are interested on that kind of content, please, like I said, please subscribe and activate your notification bell so you know whenever I'm uploading a video. So without further ado, we're going to start. We're going to showcase several aspects of Elemental Hero Blazeman. First is going to be as a combo starter, because I know a lot of people only think that this is a workaround app for like Dimension Shifter, or like I was telling you about right now with like Maxx or Fuwalos. But this card is also an amazing start. You can use it to end on a full combo board, and I'm going to show you how you do it, both for like Master Duel version and TCG version. Okay, the second use is also as a combo or situation fixer. If you happen to open suboptimally on certain hands, I'm going to show you how to use Blazeman to fix those hands. And last but not least is as the workaround, as the cards that we were mentioning that were Dimension Shifter and the Fuwalos or slash Maxx. Okay, so the first replay that I'm going to show you right now is as the combo starter. It's a 2-card combo. No weird engine requirements needed outside of you needing to play 2 polymerizations. And you know, if you have seen my videos, I have always told you like you need 2 polymerizations because a lot of combo lines are enabled whenever you do. If you want to know every single combo line that you can perform with 2 polymerizations, I would recommend you watching the tutorials that I'm going to link in the description below. I'm just going to talk the ones that involve Element of Hero Blazeman. So just gonna let it play. There's nothing special about it. Just learn this particular combo line. You're gonna be using it a lot on other combinations. But just remember, this is the Master Duel version of it, because on this version we are only going to use 2 Malicious. Okay. So as you could see, we ended on the same board that you always want to end if you were to open like any combination of Stratos, Malicious, and or Faris. Same board. Just like, so you don't think about Elemental Hero Blazeman as just like a one-off that you have to play to play around certain cards that you don't want to deal with, right? Like Dimension Shifter or like Maxx, blah blah blah. No, it's also a really good combo starter. And like I said, like you're gonna end on like the favorite contact, the DPE, the Darlo, and the reset of the Miracle Fusion with Wonder Driver. You know, like exact same board that you always want to end, and you only require 2 cards. You also have 3 in hand. So that is the Master Duel version of it, and we're going to see now the TCG version, and it's relevant because we're going to end on an additional disruption. So obviously, because you're gonna be using the 3 Malicious for this particular combo, and in this case, if you notice, we use the Miracle Fusion very early into the combo because we don't have the third Malicious, but in this case we're going to use that third Malicious to like not use the Miracle Fusion until we drop Elemental Hero Neos into the graveyard, so we can get the additional effect of Elemental Hero Flame Wingman Infernal Rage, okay? So yeah, that's the combo. As you could see, just because you play that third Malicious and you hold up that Miracle Fusion until you drop the Neos into the graveyard whenever you use Vision Hero Faris, you can also end on the Winter level 6, and do not downplay this, because every single disruption that you can get on the board matters. It actually matters, especially because you never know what your opponent may be playing. Okay, so the next combo that I'm going to show that involves Element of Hero Blazeman is whenever you open Element of Hero Blazeman and Element of Hero Shadow Mist. This is part of a combo that I filmed back then that is called the Power of Elemental Heroes, that I'm showing you that whenever you fuse an Elemental Hero with Elemental Hero Shadow Mist, you can end on a full combo board. The only caveat, and you know this, is that because you have to use Shadow Mist effect very early into the combo, that means that you cannot end on Darkglow, but you can end on Plasma. This version of the combo can be done in both formats. You can do it in Master Duel and you can do it in TCG. You only gonna need 2 Malicious to perform this combo. So yeah, that's the combo. Now we're going to move into the next phase, which is how to use Elemental Hero Blazeman as a combo fixer or situation fixer. And what do I mean by that? How many times have you opened this hand where you open Vision Hero Faris plus Elemental Hero Neos? It's one of the worst feelings, because whenever you have to discard Neos, that means that you cannot use it for you to make Elemental Hero Flame Wingman Infernal Rage. So that means that you lose value and you don't get to summon like the Sunrise, or in consequence you cannot end on like the Wake Ups, or the DPE destroys it, so you can end on the Darkglow. So I'm going to show you how to use Elemental Hero Blazeman mid combo to fix that particular this particular hand and still end on the same board that you always want to end. Then again, you have to play 2 polymerizations for this to work. And we're going to show first the Master Duel version of this, and then I'm going to show you how to make the TCG version of this particular situation. So yeah, that's that. If you saw like same board that you always want to end, the Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer, the Darkglow on the field, favorite content, and the reset of Miracle Fusion with Wonder Driver. Also something that I forgot to mention is that you have to play the Wind Cerebral level 6, because I mean, and also I would say get used to it, because this card fixes a lot of things. Like you should be playing the Wind Cerebral level 6. And we're going to show the TCG version of this combo, because we're going to use it so we can also end on the Wind Cerebral level 6. So yeah, as you saw, same board that you always want to end. Now this is stronger because now you ended on the Incredible level 6 as an additional disruption. And remember that you only use 2 cards to fix this, like the same 2 cards that you always open to make combos. You use to make the full board, and you still have 3 hands to complement this board, okay? And next one, we're going to show another way. Because how many times have you also opened this kind of hand where you hard open Denier, Malicious, and the Polymerization hand? This is essentially opening Fusion Destiny, but without the restriction of not special summoning hero monsters that are only dark attribute, right? So I'm going to show you how to use Element of Hero Blazeman to end on a full combo board, okay? And actually this is not going to require you to use all your resources, so that is also a plus if you want to think about it. So yeah, you saw, same board that you always want to end on. The only thing that I forgot to tell you about this is that this works either on Master Duel or TCG, but if you are from TCG, you can also use the 3rd Malicious to special summon it and use the Mass Change on it, so you don't have to use the Shadow Mist to summon the Dark Lord right away. So you can use it on the next turn as a pop, or maybe you have Droplet, so you can send it to the graveyard and you have a search follow-up for the next turn. So that's that, and now we're going to move on to the 3rd phase, which was using Element of Hero Placement as a workaround certain cards that harm the strategy, right? And the first one that we're going to watch is whenever you have to face Dimension Shifter. Please, right now, do not mind that I'm opening 6 cards because I don't know how to manipulate my opponent's hand, so they only have disruption. They always mirror my hand. So for this case, my opponent is going to use the Dimension Shifter alongside the Ash Blossom, and I'm only using some cards, not every single card that you're watching. I'm just going to use it so you can understand how this develops, okay? So the first thing that is going to happen is that my opponent is going to, like, at the first possible moment, he's going to drop Dimension Shifter. So we now know that we're not going to be able to do full combo. We have to do a more restrained version of it. So like I said, like I chose this particular hand so you knew that if you were to open like this, you had full combo. But in this case, now you have to think, like, you have to perform it in another way so you can end on something. And also you will be saying, okay, but like, why do I have to care about this? Like, I open Hero Lives, I only have to special summon like Stratos, search for like a follow-up for the next turn, normal summon the Blazeman, and then I'm going to summon the Babushka and just going to sit on it, and good luck for my opponent doing anything, right? So we're going to activate the Hero Lives, but guess what? He has Ash Blossom. And now you're like, seriously, man, you had Ash Blossom too, like Shifter and Ash Blossom. And now you're just gonna be staring down your board and say like, Okay, now why do I do? How do I make something to not die on the next turn, right? So, for this particular case, we're going to normal summon Elemental Field Blazeman, and because Blazeman does not require a graveyard-like biome to get into the polymerization, that is why we're going to do. And also we're going to use the end shuffle to shuffle it back and special summon Stratus to get Elemental Field Neos. Also, quick disclaimer, because I know perhaps not a lot of people are going to play this card. Just know that this could be the emergency call, and it's going to be exactly, and I really mean exactly the same result, okay? So, we're going to get the polymerization, and we're going to return it to special summon Stratos and get the Elemental Neos, and then we're going to special summon Flaming Infernal Rage to get the favorite contact. Why is this important? Because you will be able to recycle some of the stuff that you lost with the Dimension Shifter thanks to this trap, but also this setup is really important for you to survive the Tenpai matchup. Why? Because you could have said, well, I'm ending on the Babushka and pass, and I'm going to be good, right? But then your opponent is going to Raigeki or Lightning Storm you, and then you're like, you have nothing to protect you, and then they're just going to normal summon Hydra, search for the field spell, do the combo, OTK for 16,000 attack points, for 16,000 attack points, and you're gonna lose. You don't have that turn free. You have to put something good, and that something good is going to be the favorite contact. And even if you get Feather Duster or you get Lightning Storm on the trap, just summon like the Shiny Neos Wingman, and Tenpai is going to have a really hard time, and I really mean it, really hard time outing the Shiny Neos Wingman, because the board breakers do not work on him because cannot be destroyed by card effects. Also, they cannot like spin it back into the extra deck because the trap gives like Shiny Neos Wingman that additional protection, so that means they cannot use the seals, like the Heretic Seals. They cannot use the moon, like the Moon Dragon, the Rose Moon Dragon. So the only option that they will have to use is like banishing the Shiny Neos Wingman, and for that I think the only option they have is using SP Little Knight. And if they use the banish effect of SP Little Knight, that they are giving up essentially they are giving up their battle phase. So that means that you have an additional turn, and that is huge against that match. Okay, so not only we got the favorite contact for this, we are going to also get the Wing Critical level 6 because we use a normal monster for its summon, so you have 2 disruptions thanks to Elemental Hero Blazeman. That is why it's so important to play. So the next case is whenever your opponent has either, for the TCG case, the Multcharmy Fuwalos, and for the case of the Master of the Enjoyers, your opponent has Maxx. For this particular case, I'm going to show you how to end essentially on the full combo board by only performing 3 special summons. That's all you're gonna need. 3 special summons to end on every single disruption that you always want to end on. So you're gonna use your opponent is going to Fuwalos you, and then you're gonna use Hero Leaves, special summon Shadow Mist to get the Mass Change, normal summon Blazeman to get the Poly, search for Neos. Like as the previous case, we're going to do the Pure Flame Infernal Rage, and then Fusion Destiny for the Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. I know, like, you don't want to give your opponent more cards, but like think that this is the best board that you can build with the least amount of special summons. And for that you needed also the Flame, the Elemental Hero Placement. That is why I think it's so good. Also, like, not only is a good workaround Dimension Shifter, it's also a good workaround for like Maxx or Multcharmy Fuwalos. And last, I'm going to give you like a sneak peek of how to integrate Blazeman in the Evil Hero support if I somehow manage to find a way to squeeze it in because it's really hard to find space. Like, I'm just going to spoil you right ahead. I really think that Heroes is officially a 60 card deck now with the new support. You have to play 60 cards, so get used to like shuffling those 60 cards. So the thing that I'm going to show you is that whenever you open, let's say, Evil Hero Sinister Necrom is essentially the same as opening Destiny Hero Malicious, because the only thing that changes is that you will have one additional body on field. So I'm just going to let the replay go. And as you can see, same board that you always want to land on. Same board that you always want to land on. And if you notice, like, we didn't use more than 2 Malicious. That was on purpose, because if somehow like the Evil Hero support comes to Master Duel and Konami decides to not give us 3 Malicious back, just know that that extra body on field will help you achieve this goal. So yeah, this is everything that I had to show for the case of Element of Field Blazeman. I think it is a really good card. I think you should be playing it. Give it a try, okay? Like, do not dismiss it. Like, give it a try if you want to see how it performs on real case scenarios. I would recommend you watching the previous video that I uploaded, which was reaching the DLD Maxx in the Duelist Cup in Master Duel for September 2024. And also you could also see my exhibition matches, and you could see all the times where Element of Field Blazeman also comes into play. So this is going to be the end of the video, guys. I hope that you guys like it. Please like, share, and subscribe. But if you're not doing any of that, at the absolute least, please leave me a comment, because I always love reading the feedback. Please tell me if you like this kind of content, what else you want to see, and all that good stuff, okay? This is Lester signing out, and have a nice week.